Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Curtis with me. We've just lost 2-0 to Manchester United here at the MetLife Stadium. Curtis, you was with me in media. Wasn't a good experience watching us Arsenal play in this pre-season game today at all.
Listen, it don't matter if that's a friendly or what. That was a bad performance. And that's got to be a wake-up call for the manager, for the players, even for the fans. Nobody cares about what you did last season. You know that as a player. You score goals last season, you're not scoring goals now, manager will drop you. Some of these players, I think, need to look in the mirror and forget what happened last season. Do you know what I mean? Because these teams are getting fitter, stronger, signing new players. It's a new season, and the disappointing thing for me, I just looked at United. It felt like they wanted it more than us. They ran all over us. I mean, speaking to people in there, they're saying United are training twice a day and they're running like crazy.
But is that an excuse, considering like they had a weaker side, they had young players out there, there's a second goalkeeper in there?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it shouldn't be an excuse for us, because I'm looking at their team going, you know, that's not that strong. They've got a 17-year-old in midfield, they've got a 40-year-old in goal, you know what I'm saying? Rashford's coming on, for me, I'm going to be totally honest, I don't like to single out individual players, but whatever he's trying to do with this Havertz, Odegaard, Rice midfield, it ain't working, right? I know.
Is it too early to say that?
No, I'm saying
Is it really?
I'm saying it. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. Even before it happened, I didn't think it was going to work. Listen, we know Pep Guardiola's the blueprint for everything in football, and it seems to be inverted. And then we saw that square midfield that he had. But to me, last season, our midfield, that Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard midfield was solid. You've bought Rice, Xhaka's gone. Just put him there and keep it moving. Do you know what I mean? But we're complicating things. Havertz and Odegaard, Tomiyasu's at left back. Tierney's like the fourth choice left back now. What does he have to do to get a game?
And he came on and played well.
He came on and played well. He was solid. And to me, I've said it before, I think there's still a little group of players that are replaceable at this football club. And I'm sorry, listen, if we're aspiring to win the title, you've got to be ruthless with players. Fabio Vieira, quiet game, misses a penalty. It's not going well for him. Listen, second season. Eddie, for me today, me and you are both strikers. Listen, Eddie's played higher than both of us, so what can I really tell him? But let's be real, man. Eddie and Nketiah are good enough to lead the line for Arsenal. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm even asking about Jesus. I like Jesus. I think he's a quality player, but to me, you need a goal scorer. Or if you're not a goal scorer, you need physical presence. Right,
Does it feel a bit too much for it being pre-season?
No. Because to me, on the flip side, last season when we thumped Chelsea, we came out of that ground, we said, yo, I can feel the energy, man, something's happening. And look at, all right, we didn't win the league, but we were a different level last season to what we expected. We've played Nuremberg, we've played MLS All-Stars. That's two teams that, let's be honest, we're better than both of them by miles. First decent team we played today, we lost 2-0. The mistakes were unacceptable. Ramsdale's been really good, but that's a shocker for me. And Gabriel's is just, there's no excuse for that. If I kick a ball 40 yards in the air and you go to volley and miss it, what's that all about? You cannot do that. And listen, I know today is a pre-season friendly, and to be honest, I would prefer it to happen today than happen first day of the season or second day of the season, but it's a wake-up call. It's a big wake-up call.
Let me finish by asking you this. What makes you think we're that far, but feel like we're behind United? Because I get what you're saying, because is it mentality? Why are we behind? Because on paper, away, as like you said, I think a lot of us, me included, I got a bit carried away, new signings, last season. I saw today, I looked at it, I said, how are we behind these lot? And they swapped their full 11 at half time, and we still didn't score. What do you think that's down to?
Well, that's the worst thing. I don't actually think Man United are better than us, which is what's so crazy about it, because it just looked like a hunger, a determination. You know, they've got a point to prove. And maybe our players are just going through the motion. You know what it's like sometimes when you're in form, you start to get a big chest. I'm a really good player and everything's going good, and then all of a sudden some guy runs and you can't keep up with him. And listen, we lost the game in both penalty areas, you know what I mean? They took their couple of chances, I think, and then we missed our chances. So for me, I've said it for a long time, I think we need a striker. I honestly think we need a striker, a plan B. Balogun didn't get no minutes today, so it's not looking great for him. He keeps banging this drum about Eddie. I don't see it. But listen, it's about the collective today. I think everybody's got to look at themselves. Apparently the players trained after the game, which tells you that the manager's not happy with it. So listen, disappointed. I think everybody should be disappointed, but we move on. We go to LA and we have to turn things around against Barcelona.